Hello everyone, welcome to the 2023 Amiibo Tourney Qualifiers. It just feels like last year when we did this. Oh wait, it was. So you may remember the qualifiers from last year as this 9-part epic that saw a lot of group table fluctuations and all that. It produced its fair share of interesting moments and all that. But it was pretty inefficient, I'm not gonna lie. So I've effectively done away with the formula for this year, and what I've essentially decided to do is streamline things a little bit nicer now that we have so many fighters on hand. It's basically going to be a bit more complicated than just going through 1v1s, but you know, it's gonna be a lot more simplistic and a lot more streamlined than what you knew last year. So, hopefully it should be a good spectacle anyway. The main basis of this for the time being is going to be the 1v1 matches, in which there's going to be 23 in all. So I'm going to put all of those matches up on the screen right now. We've got a lot of interesting matchups and a lot of different dynamics that are sure to come about. And we're going to be starting this one off with number 2 versus number 1. Hoxton the Joker versus K-Ratos the King K. Rool. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, this is to play for. We only have 2 confirmed names in the tournament. Those are Mandolin, the banjo that won last year's tournament, and Taskmaster the Link, who won this year's friendly. We still have 30 names yet to confirm, and we're hopefully going to solve that today. Or could have gone for a better kill confirm there. Alright, never mind, he gets the dash attack and manages to take the lead. He knows that this is a good opportunity to qualify, and he wants to take it. Oh, manages to armor through the up air and gets another one. This is a very dominant display from the King right now. Even Arsene isn't liable to slow him down all that much. And another one! K-Ratos is on fire today. And only now has Hoxton been able to take the first stock from K-Ratos. He's got it all to do. Yeah, this is looking pretty dominant from the K. Rool. Oh, and he's looking to finish this right now, and a complete failure of a recovery sees King K-Ratos qualified. We won't be seeing the last of Hoxton tonight, though. You'll see what I mean later. This is going to be an interesting dynamic. We have All Might the Captain Falcon going up against Colonel Noodles the Min Min. And let's be honest, who isn't rooting for Captain Falcon here? Because, you know, he's Captain Falcon, he's got that charm about him. He is struggling to get an opening in this match though, but you can't really rule anything out in matches like these. Nothing is ever as it seems. Oh, look at that! Even though he was struggling in the opening, gets the Raptor boost into the knee. And, well, it was his advantage, but now it's all square again. It's promising for the Captain Falcon, though, because it shows that he's got what it takes to stand up to her. It is hard to play against a Min Min, though, when she's in her elements, so he does need to be careful. But if he lands those knees, those Falcon punches, then he will get the kill early. Right now, this Min Min is doing just enough to keep All Might at arm's length. Arm's length. Alright, alright. Despite everything, he's not going down easy. Then again, they haven't met all that much, if at all, really, so I'm not that surprised that All Might's struggling to contain her, but don't write him off too soon. You know, I think the problem there, I've seen this happen a few times, is that every time he aims those Falcon punches that just hit nothing, I think what he's trying to do is turn around Falcon Punch, but the AI of the amiibo doesn't know how to do that, so it just comes off as him just punching nothing. At least that's what I think's going on. I could be wrong about that. Oh, hold on a minute. There might be a late charge from All Might here. He's hanging on for dear life here. Oh. Oh. Oh, he wants the reversal. You can feel it. Oh! Oh, that was brilliant. See, look at what perseverance does for you. All Might never lost that belief, even when he was on the ropes. And because of that, he earned his qualification. What a match that was. I was on the edge of my seat. This one ought to be funny, at least. We have Scarface the Kazuya up against Liar Liar the Bayonetta. Another pair of amiibo that basically were revealed right next to each other. Kazuya already trying to show his dominance. Oh, but the cheeky scope combo there. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. I'm basically sat here on this winter's afternoon, drinking tea and just watching my creations slug it out for their chance to be worthy. You know, as you do. So far, Scarface, for all of his dominance, only the one stock taken so far. Oh, there it goes. There's the second. It'll be interesting to see what this Bayonetta does to try and get back into this. Yeah, this is a massacre. Oh. Oh, he wanted that finisher. I could feel it. This could very well be a 5-stock. Unless this Bayonetta does something. Alright, there we go. She manages to prevent the 5-stock at least. Come on, Kazuya, put her out of her misery. Oh, the chop! Right at the ledge. Scarface with a dominant display to earn qualification. Now, this one's gonna be very interesting. A very interesting dynamic in this one, especially given Hermes' recent retool. So basically, he no longer has the impact run, but his physical and foot attacks are blasted up. Creed is still the same, so, you know, nothing different about him. But the thing that makes this dynamic interesting is that, well, for one, I actually had them be sparring buddies, so they have experience with each other at this point. But also, they have a different power dynamic. You know, because Hermes, he can basically do all these intricate combos. Like the one he's doing right here. Developing like 40% off of those attacks. Creed can basically do all of that damage in basically one smash attack. Creed just has that kill power that Hermes lacks. Add in the KO punch on top of that, and you've got a whole bunch of different things going on. So, don't write anyone off in this match. This one could swing in either direction. Alright, takes the lead. Has to be careful, though. He is a parry fiend. That's nuts. Again, though, it'd be unwise to write Creed off just because he has a 2-stock disadvantage. Oh! The ledge guarding was on point. After missing out on qualifying last year, you can better believe that Hermes has a point to prove here. And he definitely made that point very clear. Alright, Hermes has booked his place. This one is going to be interesting, because you'd think Maximilian would be the dominant force here with his insta-drop. But Charlie, the Duck Hunt, is a blue type, instead of the red type that Maximilian is. So he's going to have a bit of a power advantage. Right now, it's not looking to be making much of a difference, because this Duck Hunt can barely get a word in. Alright, he's actually pulling a lot of this damage back. Oh! Beautiful reversal. Yeah, this one is not going to be so cut and dry, unlike a lot of the foes that Maximilian faces. Oh, that was masterful. This could be a good one, we just don't know it yet. So, while we have a moment here, as we watch these two fight it out, let me explain how things are going to work. Or at least a little bit. As Maximilian commits not alive. So, we have 4 losers so far. We have Hoxton, we have Colonel Noodles, we have Liar Liar and TJ Creed. But they're not necessarily out of the running yet. Not yet, at least. There is still a chance for them to qualify, but we'll get into that once we get the 1v1s out of the way. In the meantime, Charlie is holding a commanding lead over Maximilian. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to pull this back, overcome that type disadvantage. But if Maximilian is anything, he is a hard-working amiibo. And he's willing to put that work in. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Alright, there he goes. He can still pull this off, but it's going to be quite the task. But we've seen All Might overcome a 2-stock deficit to beat Colonel Noodles. So, you know, don't count anything out. See, look at that. He's already brought it to level pegging. All he needs to be is clinical. That's basically the story for everyone here. But in the case of Maximilian, who actually has a type disadvantage, it's even more poignant. The next strong hit decides it, I think. Oh! And Charlie, with the upset, is forcing Maximilian to take the hard way in. He made that go down to the wire, though, I will admit, so it wasn't for a lack of trying on Maxi's part. Sephiroth's got the home turf advantage here. This one's not going to be easy for Ryu. But given that Kenshiro and the End are two very contrasting fighters, I don't know. Remember, Sephiroth won't take less knockback. He just takes less damage. Oh. Nope, that's not quite gonna do it. Not a whole lot in this right now. Oh! Alright. Kenshiro being the one to draw first blood. And then it gets taken away from him. Like I said, not a whole lot in this. There might be a lot of back and forths in this one, I feel. Oh, I wouldn't teabag if I were you. I told you not to teabag, it just made him angry. That is a sight. Just parries Sephiroth's sword twice. With his hands. You know, I thought this match would be a bit more of a wash. At least in Sephiroth's favor, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised how evenly this is going. There's no clear-cut edge in this one. Alright. Ryu falls again. Can he level it up very quickly, though? He is taking quite a bit of damage trying to get this next stock. There he goes. Alright, he's still hanging on. He is taking a lot of risks here. Alright. Kenshiro forced onto last stock. Oh, chopped right through the head. Oof. Alright. It's the end of the easy road for Kenshiro, at least. But he may still have a chance. We shall see. The last of the previous generation goes up against the last of this generation. Mario does have that Daredevil blood in him, and quite a lot of power in his physical attacks. So if he can string those attacks together like what he's doing right now, he'll stand a decent chance. But it would be unwise to underestimate this Byleth's power. She is capable of all sorts of wild and wacky things. Oh, but it's Captain M who takes first blood, though. At least the newbie is showing that he can still stand up among those more experienced. That roll was probably the worst. Oh, but that spike. On most other opponents, that probably would have worked. It is a little odd, of course, that this Mario's a Daredevil, but he has a third jump. He can afford to go deep off stage. Oh, that was a bad idea, jumping past the ledge. That Byleth is a dangerous threat while she has that undamaged bonus. So Mario's gonna have to get rid of it. There we go. He could probably get it if he just stopped flailing around everywhere. Now it's the Byleth who's in the lead. And unless Mario does something soonish, it might be her who will maintain the advantage. It just seems to happen with some of these amiibo where they just toy with their food instead of just eating it. And if this Mario wants to qualify easily, they've got a lot of work to do. Oh, here we go, here we go. Well, he failed the test of character. He's gonna have to do things the hard way.
No hesitation.
And as for Mira, she qualifies with ease. This is gonna be an infuriating one to watch. You may, of course, notice that Team Vermilion didn't start at 30. I've actually retrained the Pokemon trainer. In essence, their movement speed is still there, but they have increased water attacks so that Squirtle's at least slightly less useless. And they have a 5% chance to crit. Unfortunately, the one thing that remains a constant is that this trainer is a brainless idiot. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that her team has a type advantage based on the performance levels here. And again, their insistence on having Squirtle do a lot of the work. It's just silly. Like, the Squirtle sandbags this team. Every time Vermilion throws, 9 times out of 10, it's Squirtle who's the culprit. It's not to say that Ivysaur is much better, but they at least contribute to the team every once in a while. And Charizard is the main breadwinner, which I'm surprised why she switched off of it. Squirtle just exists to get bodied. It's even more baffling when she decides to do it against a character that could probably kill Squirtle at this percent. Squirtle, switch off, you've got nothing to prove. The idiocy on display here is actually infuriating. This entire match is like watching Ed, and Eddie fight SpongeBob and Patrick. There's a lot of action going along, but not a lot of end result. But now that you're Charizard, you might actually do something. Get a Flare Blitz or 2 in there. There you go. Do that a couple more times. There you go. Another one of those and you'll have a stock. Not like that. Vermilion, switch off a Squirtle, for the love of God. Squirtle is not going to save the day, and you're dumb if you think otherwise. See, look at that. You switched off a Squirtle and got rewarded. A Flare Blitz could decide it. Oh. Oh, nearly. Charizard does have the right idea. Oh! What? Do you want to lose? There you go. Well, good job, Vermilion. You caused these two idiots to qualify, and it's all your fault. Do you feel proud of yourself? This one is gonna be a very interesting one. Well, not least for stuff like that. So what I was going to say before all that happened is that Fortune is going to have a lot of advantages in here. He's got a type advantage, he's got a lot of interesting abilities. He's gonna frustrate this Lucario, but you have to remember that Aura is a hell of a drug. So it might not be wise to dismiss him completely. Oh. We had an opportunity there, didn't take it. You have to strike while the iron's hot. Oh, he had the right idea there. Just didn't quite connect. Yeah, he is all, like, jacked up on Aura, but he needs to do something. Literally anything. Like, I don't understand what Iron Fist's game plan is. He's just doing nothing. He's just letting Fortune beat him. This could get real ugly. You know what would be great, Lucario? If you did literally anything. There you go. See what happens when you do something? Hopefully that at least wakes him up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think Iron Fist is winning this. Unless this hero completely shuts off. Which, I mean, he is a notorious choke artist at this point, but even in this position, I don't really think he's gonna throw this. If he got hit by that hatchet, man, it would have just been over. Yeah, I think that was just inevitable. Fortune locks himself in. It almost feels like destiny that these two would be drawn against each other in qualifying. Only one of them's getting through the easy way, though, and MS Hammer does have that point to prove, after being dumped out of the very first round last year by Pauling. But it might be that this Kirby's his kryptonite. Oh, now he's gained the power of DDD suck. Yeah, this DDD's struggling. He doesn't know what to do. The Kirby is his kryptonite. Oh, there he goes. He's managed to level the stocks, but he needs to be careful. Well, he did manage to level the stocks. He can get into this very quickly, though. We have seen it time and time again. But if he lets this Kirby walk all over him, it's going to be a problem. Oh, the reversal! This DDD's going to have to start taking this seriously. Where's his usual fight? This is very unlike him. Has being drawn against the Kirby in qualifying demoralized him that much? It very well may have been the case. He's got it all to do. He's gonna have to do something. Oh no! The Blob with a comfortable victory in the end. And MS Hammer's 100% tournament attendance is going to be under threat here. Oh, this is going to be an interesting development. There's a lot to consider in this matchup. Luigi is a combo machine and is capable of all sorts of weird and wacky things. But Mewtwo is a very big glass cannon in return. He's going to take a lot of damage from Luigi, but he's also going to give a lot of damage to Luigi. Oh, I would have thought that he'd have tried to use the Scythe on him, but he gets the safe back throw. Probably for the best. Luigi doing a good job so far. He's not quite got that cutting edge, but he's doing well here. Oh, the wrong time for a misfire. Mewtwo slowly but surely coming back into this. Even takes the lead. Briefly. Briefly takes the lead. Luigi's playing very methodically. And so far it is paying off for him. But he can't afford to get lazy. Because Mewtwo is capable of racking up a lot of damage. Alright, Megamind levels it up again. Oh, the spike! Luigi has 1 foot in the tournament, but needs to watch out. Oh, nope, not quite gonna do him in. Oh, you can tell he wanted that misfire. But a chop will do the trick just as well. Luigi's in. I'm curious on what's going to happen here, really. Peach has shown herself to be a very good amiibo, honestly. She's had a very good performance since her introduction, really. And she does have a strong case for herself qualifying again. Robbie, on the other hand, has been pretty quiet since his debut, which is a bit of a shame. But more than anything, I think he's just been unlucky. Because his tournament debut was against the then overpowered Big Boss. And last year he went up against Steeville. That's basically just the draw 4 of shitty tournament draws. And he's only just hanging on, really. Oh, that was a really neat reversal. That was a lot of action compacted in those few seconds. Alright, maybe this villager isn't going down easy. Oh, don't taunt, you've still got a lot of work to do.
Yoink.
Oh, and pockets the turnip, very smart. And then just lets it go. Alright, this is very closely contested. Very closely contested. Oh. No, that's not quite gonna do him in. Neither is that. Oh, managed to armor through the pellet with the crown? That's interesting. This will be a real test for Robbie now. See if he has the character, the grit to see himself through this. He's gonna give it a real good go. It's just part and parcel of being a daredevil. He's gonna do a lot of unexpected things. And if not for that up B, I think he probably would have just spiked her. Oh. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Ah! Oh! Very closely contested, but Ice Bride just about manages to squeak through. Robbie did put up a good fight, though. Appropriately enough, after we have the Ice Bride battle, we now have the Fire Bride battle. And she's up against a Mario enemy in Ivy the Piranha Plant. The same Ivy who managed to make it to the semi-finals last year. So, this could be interesting. Right now, both sides are lacking a cutting edge. Oh. Oh, very decent setup. And the taunt afterwards. This plants up for this one. Oh, there we go. Alright, Ivy's starting to wake up a little. She started this one a bit slow, but she's woken up a bit now. Well held. And it pays off for her. Ivy so far in control of this tie. But you never really know when it comes to these things. Oh, manages to catch her on the ledge with the back air. That was interesting. Those Lumas in the back on Starship Mario are static objects, by the way. I just thought everybody should know that. Ah, what a disappointing end for Firebride. But Ivy manages to pull through to yet another tournament.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Ah, doesn't this bring back memories? We have Darkseid and Mr. T going up against each other once again. And it should be interesting. Against Darkseid was where Mr. T really came into his own as a fighter. But as you can see from this performance, he's really adamant on making sure history doesn't repeat. Oh. Oh, that might be first blood. He was going for the disrespect too. Alright, but Ganon levels it up very quickly. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, everything is going on at once. I can barely keep up. Oh, nice. That's it, well left. Well, unlike that historic encounter, this is definitely a more even contest. Oh, gets that early stomp. Darkseid's not going to make it easy for him this time. Look at how frantically he's throwing out Dorians. He knows how much of a threat he is. And he wants to get rid of it. He's just trying to take the initiative. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, Mr. T could need to go through the hard way. But he could manage to pull it back out if he's clinical enough. Oh, the gimp. Oh, that's unfortunate. Darkseid moves on. Mr. T is going to have to take the long way through. I'm not sure where this is going to go, but we'll see soon enough. Pauling is a generally consistent performer, so she shouldn't really have much trouble here. But you never really know with these ice climbers. I mean, right now she is effectively bullying them. Managing to keep the firebar on the screen. Levels it up. But for how long, though? Oh, now she's got the firebar. Oh! I don't really know what happened there. I can't wait to see the playback on that. Can we get an instant replay? I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, that's clever. Separate the ice climbers to gimp the recovery. So far, so good for Pauling. But who knows? These ice climbers could surprise us yet. I don't really have an explanation for that. Maybe that was just a advanced Tommy stock? I don't know. Oh. Alright, Solo Nana time. Solo Nana's kinda going off. Alright, there we go. Alright, Pauline can make a good case for herself here, but she needs to close it out strong. Oh, but these ices are not going down easy. All it will take is a moment of brilliance. And who's gonna take it? Oh! The Ice Climbers with the upset. Clutching victory from the jaws of defeat. We're getting a lot of upsets today. Look, as much as I think this is a good matchup, it's like I don't want either of these sides to lose. I want both of them to enjoy the tournament. But someone's gonna have to get that easy ticket. And right now it's not West. That's for sure. Oh, but he actually manages to use the giant form to gimp him. Interesting use of it. But he's lost his only advantage there, so he's just gonna have to rely on brute Donkey Kong strength. I mean, I appreciate that he's being a showman too, and that he's taunting, but come on. That's Bonesaw's job. He's the taunter. Uh-oh. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. Oh, if he got the second hit, that would have been juicy. Oh, stop taunting, West. You've got so much work to do. Alright, he throws him out. Puts a little bit more parity into this. I think Bonesaw might just be a little too much for him. I'll give him props for not just giving up, because that's usually what facing Bonesaw amounts to. But he's not left himself a lot of room to really get into this. If he is going to get back into this. Oh, read the counter. But just could never really threaten him. Bonesaw locks himself in. I have absolutely no idea what Terry thinks he can do against this Bowser. But, you know, we'll see. They have faced each other before, and it hasn't ended well for this Terry, if memory serves. So, I don't really see anything changing here. But, you never know. Oh, yep. It begins. Alright. Manages to actually get a kill. And then loses that stock again. Yeah, I don't see any way that Osborne is winning this, bar this big boss just falling asleep.
Are you okay?
He is doing just fine. You, on the other hand, are not fine. Alright, he brings it to 2 stocks taken. He is absolutely not going the distance, but he can sure as hell try. So, hands up who didn't see that coming. There are a few different ways that this is interesting to me. Because you have Braveheart, who, you know, he managed to reach the semis last year, lost only to Mandolin, who then went on to win the whole thing, and, you know, pretty much defied all expectations. And then you have Akira, who has basically been a sentinel in his retraining. He's been holding his own much better than he was before. It's obviously not showing against this Roy right now, but he is capable of a lot of good things. If he's given that opportunity, then you better believe he's going to take it. Right now, Braveheart is kind of running all over him. I don't know if he has a type advantage or not. Either way, he is getting pretty badly rinsed. You'd think he'd Shoryuken or something. Yeah, like that. Alright, he manages to get one on, at least. It doesn't matter. And the dash dancing, he knows he's won. He should have let it go right there. He would have just rinsed him. This game makes no sense. Yeah, that was pretty much destruction. Roy locks himself in for the next tournament. I don't think these two have really met much, if at all, really. I'm interested to see how they interact. Oh, Frozone already! Wow, that's a rude introduction. And he really just went for it again. It's gonna be one of those matches, isn't it? Alright, that'll even things up for a little bit. Frozone's gotta be careful, because if Samus lands a solid dare, he's gonna get gimped. So, I wouldn't hold it against her. She is a bit of a dare fiend, so... Oh, nice. Samus getting a lot of damage on the board, but just can't get that finisher. It's because she wants it to be a dare. Alright, but she'll take an up B. But Frozone is starting to overwhelm her a bit, I think. Oh, that's another stock. Nope. Just about makes it back. Oh, good job. Never mind, I take it back. Frozone can close this out strongly if he just gets the right string of attacks. Oh, bit of ledge action going on. Oh, she nearly rolled right into that punch. Frozone could be in trouble here if he doesn't close this out. He has to take it right now. Oh! Just walked up slowly and down smashed. I am curious on how this one will advance. Because on the one hand you have Stevel, who is Stevel, but the Riddler has been pretty good this year. He made it all the way to the finals of the Friendly and lost only to Taskmaster. And in the Squad Strike video, he actually proved to be a potent threat. So this might not be so straightforward for this Steve. We shall see. I have no idea what he was cooking there. Alright. Ridley with the first blood. Oh, he taunted. Ridley's up for this one. And he went so deep for that punish. If that were anyone else, that would have just killed. Alright, he gets one stock. Strike while the iron's hot, Ridley. There you go. It's not quite gonna do him in. Oh! I'm not sure what was happening there. I think Stevel just got a little overconfident. Either way, the Riddler once again has a one-stock advantage. He does understand how to combat this threat, though. It's just never give him the time to build. Just pepper him with everything. But right now, this is a very even contest. The very silent roar from Metal Ridley. He's got a diamond. You gotta be careful, Ridley. Oh, this is not good. You need to get rid of him right now.
Gotcha!
I mean, that's one way of taking one of Steve's stocks. But he's put himself in a bad position doing so. I don't know what his game plan was. I think Ridley's just lost the plot. Like, what is he doing? He might still be able to do something. Nope. I don't know what he was doing for the last half of the match. He did so well at the start. And then he just stopped. Like, what was he thinking? We're approaching the end of the 1v1s now. So you better take it all in while you still can. Dante is not exactly as much of an idiot as I would have thought at this point. But I still expect Venus to soundly beat him. And she's already taken the initiative. Alright, that's another stock taken. Dante's kind of struggling to get a foothold in this one. He manages to take one, but he's got it all to do. So far, looking very comfortable for Venus. As she gets another 2-stock cushion. Oh, cheeky footstool. But it's a Zelda, she can recover from that. Yeah, I think Venus has got this. Nothing short of complete capitulation will see Dante win this. He can give it his best shot, though. Oh, brutal stomp to finish it. Alright, Venus will qualify for this tournament. Well, I don't really know what's gonna happen here, so let's just go along for the ride. I would imagine Cloud is the stronger amiibo with Limit and all, but the Inkling Zinc might be the great equalizer. Well, right now it's not doing a good job at that. Mind you, this is a new and improved Cloud compared to the one that attempted qualification last year, so who knows. There you go. Not left yourself in a good position, but this could be useful. Listen, Strawberry, just apply ink and lots of it. Cloud has got a significant advantage here, I feel. I think just by virtue of not being a massive idiot. Oh! Yep, that's cheese. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Maybe that's the tactic she needs to employ. Just fight smarter, not harder. Because fighting harder against this thing is just not working. Nice try. Yeah, I think Cloud might have this one. But you never know. Oh, hang on. Oh, you saved him. You had him right where you wanted him. Alright, well, you took the stock now, but you're not in a good position here, Strawberry. Oh, and it was that it was that moment of saving that cost her victory. last but possibly least, we have the Battle of the Village Idiots, King Cobra versus Van Helsing. Oh, he actually managed to avoid killing himself. More than what can be said of Simon. Yeah, these two are just the massive idiots of my group. It's kind of sad, really. So, by qualifying for the tournament in this match, we'll get to see who's the best of the worst. Well, the best of some of the worst. Simon managing to clap back. The Simon is slipping. He's slipping and becoming competent. Oh, manages to tack the landing. Good job, Snake. Oh, and even lures Simon right into a trap. Good job. It is real growth of character on his part that he's actually being somewhat smart now. That was interesting. Almost lured him right into the C4 too. So far this is pretty evenly matched though. Where is this Simon going? Where is Snake going? I guess that was a homie stock? Then again, this is Van Helsing we're talking about here. That could basically be him being an idiot too. There you go. That's what I taught you. Right now it seems that Snake just about has that edge about him. Even though he's behind in percent, something tells me that he will be able to hold out. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good for him, though. Uh-oh. Oh, really, Snake? Alright, Van Helsing manages to get through in spite of himself. And that marks the end of the first round. Now we get into crunch time. Alright, now we are on to the final round, where it's basically everything to play for. We still have 23 fighters left and only 7 slots between them. So we're gonna have some free-for-alls on battlefield stages. And the last one standing in each round will get to qualify. These first 5 are gonna be 3-ways, but the last 2 are gonna be 4-ways, so be sure to look forward to those. And let's get started with Liar Liar, Pauling, and Riddler duking it out for the first of those 7 slots. Let's begin! Like I said before, this is basically crunch time. If one of them wants to prove themselves worthy, they've got no better an opportunity. And especially if Riddler wants to make up for the sheer embarrassment of just failing to exist, really, against Stevil. He's got no better chance to make up for lost ground. And while I don't see Liar Liar being that much of a threat, Pauling is definitely going to be a big threat. Because she's just very competent in everything she does. And I think Ridley, to some degree, knows that, and Liar Liar, with the big boot to the dog, gets the first stock take of this match. At least she can say she did something worthwhile. Oh my goodness, she actually managed to take out Ridley too. They might need to do something about her. Or is it going to be a case where Pauling and Riddler are too busy fighting each other to notice Liar Liar? Alright, there she goes. Pauling is in surprisingly bad nick, honestly. What's Riddler doing? Is he alive? He might have brain damage. I don't know what fight did him in, but he just sort of lost the ability to think. Alright, he knocks out Isabel. He's got to be careful, though. He is a big target. Physically speaking, I mean. And stuff like that means he can get pretty overconfident. Alright. So far, it's maintaining a very even image across the board. And surprisingly, it's Liar Liar who's doing the best out of all of them. Or so I feel. Oh, cheeky. I like it. Just about manages to get away by not using the metal form there. He will be forced into it here, though. Liar Liar is actually proving a surprising threat here. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. I think it's just because Pauling and Riddler are too busy fighting each other to notice her. It's that they remember each other from the friendly, and they're just going after each other, not realizing that there's a third element on the stage. They might need to do something here. They're both in very bad shape. I think what's going on here is that Pauling and the Riddler have only been fighting each other, and Liar Liar is just coincidentally getting in the way. At least I think that's what's going on here. Riddler is on his last legs, so he needs to be careful here. Alright. Uh-oh. Riddler's on his metal form. That usually means he's taking his last stand. But damn it all if he's not going to try his hardest. Could we see an upset and have Bayonetta qualify? That'd be something, wouldn't it? Oh, Riddler is out with a big punch to the face. This could get very interesting. You're never quite sure what's going to end up happening. And I think they're just one heavy punt away from being knocked out of the running. Oh, the reversal from Pauling manages to seal her qualification the hard way. Riddler will be ruining, just straight up failing to exist against Stevel, I'm sure. There's a lot of interesting things going on here. We could see Mario qualify and join his brother. We could see Daisy qualify and join Ice Bride. Or we could see Robbie qualify and join the recently qualified Isabel. And I think of the three, I think Mario has the strongest shot at this, but we will see. Very rarely does anything come off as it seems. Quarter up demonstrandum right there. Oh, Mario wants revenge. He is not happy about that. Oh, nice tag teaming between Mario and Daisy. Oh yeah, no. Mario did not like that bowling ball. And again, Fire Bride, probably the weakest of the trio, is the last to lose a stock. Hasn't even lost one yet because Mario and Villager have been too busy fighting each other to notice her. It might honestly just be how this dynamic works in this format. I think once we start getting to the 2 4-ways that we might not have that luxury. But Mario's ready to put in work. Oh, should have teched, Mario. Should have teched. And again, pay attention to Fire Bride. Yet to lose that second stock. It might honestly be how she remains a threat here. By just being beneath notice. Someone's gonna have to take that second stock off of Daisy sooner or later. Whoa, the tag teaming! There's a lot of tag teaming going on, I'm liking it. Come on, one of them's got to be able to take another stock off Daisy, surely. Are you just gonna let her be the threat? There you go. So Mario is more or less keeping pace with Daisy, but... Okay, you know what? Scratch what I just said. Maybe Villager should be knocked out, just so that Mario can actually focus on Daisy. Because right now she's flying very far under the radar. Alright, good punish, Mario. In a three-way brawl like this, there's a whole lot to consider. Not least just how everyone will interact with each other. Oh, that was gross! That was an alley-oop if ever I've seen one. Just add, like, NBA Jam commentary to that, that little play. Which of the wedding-suited characters will come out on top? No one can really know. Mario seems to fancy himself with that beautiful play. If not for Daisy just clapping back immediately. Mario has got the pedigree. I can feel it. Is this gonna be it? Yeah! I knew he'd finish it with the dunk. And with that, Mario locks himself in to join the others in the tournament. Yeah, look at the difference in kills between everybody. He only ever killed Daisy and took 3 of Robbie's stocks. He was on fire. Of these 3, I'm personally rooting for DK West. But if I'm gonna be real here, his chances hinge solely on his usage of the giant form, I feel. Because he's basically just a regular Donkey Kong after that. And I feel like he just gets bullied a little too much. Oh! Oh, that's cheeky! That's cheeky, I like that. Didn't even pop giant form to do that, so that was good. Oh, here comes Big West. He gets up. Alright, he's got a good platform going into the rest of this fight. Especially getting the Mega Yeet right before... Oh! There's just a lot going on right now. I can't keep track of it all. I think it's gonna come down to Ken versus DK very soon. Oh, brilliant! That's another alley-oop. DK West is making up for his Bonesaw performance and then some. It's like in the 3-way Battle Royale. He's in his element. 206%, he's still living. Can he... Oh, no. That'll do it. Ken's gonna have to be careful, though, because he might be on 1 stock soon. And he might have to solo DK West with 3. Uh-oh. Oh, that was... Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting that moment. It's gonna come down to who falls first between King Cobra and Akira. They're both on very high damage. Oh, nope. There goes Snake. Ken needs to fight DK and he still has an extra stock in the tank. Desperation is starting to kick in for this Ken. Oh, the cheeky footstool. But it just wasn't enough to get over the line. DK West is able to lock himself into the tournament. And honestly, I'm just glad about that. Maximilian got a pretty rough draw against Charlie, which saw him lose to that type advantage. This is his golden opportunity to redeem himself. Oh, Vermilion's Charizard with the opening kill. Yeah, I think they just go for who they perceive as the bigger threat. Because Vermilion just isn't getting targeted. Maximilian and Dreadlock are too busy fighting each other, really. Oh my goodness, Maximilian's getting bodied in this 3-for-all. Oh my god. Is this his kryptonite? You just put him in a ring with more than one opponent and all of a sudden he just melts.
Double kill.
Oh wow, a brutal double spike. Yeah, Maximilian's in genuine trouble here. I feel like he's got to do as much as he can before he goes down. Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh no! Alright, Maximilian is officially out. That is an upset and a half. So now it's going to be between Vermilion's team and the Samus Dreadlock. Could Vermilion perhaps be worthy after all, after letting the Gremlin Aegis through? Well, right now they're taking the sweet time getting rid of the Samus, who manages to take a brief lead. Alright. This is going to come down to the wire again. Oh, the last second Flare Blitz! Vermilion is able to redeem themselves and advances into the tournament. Maximilian going is shocking, man. I'm surprised. There is a lot on the line here, especially for MS Hammer. His 100% attendance in the tournament is at stake here. And he's got to deal with Kenshiro and Megamind at the same time if he wants to get through and keep that 100% attendance record. Oh, good idea. Uses that upbeat to ambush them. Maybe that's his game plan. Maybe he's trying to work smarter, not harder. And on Megamind, I guess it's getting results, so... That killed? What? It might just be a dogfight between Kenshiro and MS Hammer, really. Uh-oh. Oh, Megamind actually saved him there. That's surprising, honestly. Oh, he wasn't saving him at all, was he? Oh my god, there is so much going on. I can't even keep track of it all. I feel like once it gets to the 1v1, then MS Hammer will become a lot more focused. Because right now he just doesn't have a clear target. Oh, beautiful. That was the alley-oop. DDD spiked him upwards, and I think Kenshiro got the final touch. And just like that, Megamind is on the verge of going out. Unless, of course, he can do something drastic, which you never really know. Anything can happen. That's the magic of all this. Yep, that's a tail hitbox moment again. I mean, I'll commend DDD for surviving to 177 with 2 opponents on the field. Alright, now that we're in the 1v1, MS Hammer does have that advantage. He's much healthier compared to Kenshiro at the moment. He just can't afford to let it get too far away from him. He can't afford to play with his food. He needs to finish this. He wants that 100% attendance record. Oh, that'll do it. And the taunt to celebrate. You love to see it. Well, MS Hammer avoided the scare, and he qualifies for this tournament.
This match will get red hot. Now go!
Alright, we're here in the final 2 matches, and they're all 4-ways. So now there's even more chaos to be had. Isn't that fun? We've got 2 Mii fighters, one of them more surprising to be scrapping out like this. And straight away, we've got an elimination against Dante. I think it was Iron Fist that got that blow. Oh! Oh, this is going to be interesting. Right now, Iron Fist is in the best shape. But it's going to be pretty easy to knock him out at this point. And now that there is an additional 4th player, it means that there might be separated 1v1s. Like 2 of them fighting each other and 2 of another fighting each other. And remarkably, Iron Fist is actually doing the best out of the bunch right now. Has yet to be thrown out. Oh, there we go. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you stay on the title screen of Smash Ultimate a little too long and it starts playing random matches? This is basically what this is. Only at a much higher intensity. Oh, nearly gets a double elimination there, does Mac. But Mr. T just about hangs on. Oh! That was so close to being a triple elimination right there. Goodness me. Mr. T has got a point to prove after losing to Darkseid. But he needs to be careful about Iron Fist because this is his element. Just the chaos of a free-for-all. Oh, nice tag teaming there from Creed and Iron Fist. Oh my god, what is happening anymore? Dante's on his last stop, Creed is about to be eliminated. And I think it might just be a straight dogfight between Mr. T and Iron Fist. Oh! Creed is lasting a surprisingly long time in this. And almost KO punched Iron Fist. Oh boy. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Mr. T does have that stock advantage going into these final stages. But you can't rule out the possibility of Aura doing something wild. I mean, it just wouldn't be a tournament without Mr. T, right? I mean, perish the thought. He's got him in a good position. Whoa! Alright, gets the reversal. But it was all for naught. Mr. T claws his way back into the tournament. Good for him, honestly. He battled very hard. Yeah, I think the difference in performance was quite staggering there. This is it. This is the final match. And it's all to play for. Osborne does have that home turf advantage. But other than that, it's hard to say who's gonna win out of this 4. Hoxton might get an edge with that inherent Arsene, but other than that, I'm not really sure. Well, he's the first to go down, so that's not looking good for him. That was interesting. Oh! Alright, that's one way to get back into this. Nearly gets a triple takedown. Hoxton? You just sort of stood there and let it happen. Man, ever since losing that first stock, Hoxton has just been on fire. Uh-oh. The power's starting to shift here. But still, with 4 players on the stage, I don't... See, I'm kind of at a loss for words because those pauses by Hoxton and Strawberry just keep weirding me out. Like, I don't know what that's about. Uh-oh. Osborne's on the verge of elimination. Has to do something. Uh-oh. And Osborne is out. Hoxton might be about to join him unless he can get another Arsene burst. Because those have been doing well for him in this match. Otherwise, it looks to be a dogfight between Min Min and Inkling. Last limbs for Hoxton. But he's got Arsene. He needs to make the most of this. Oh, actually manages to bring it down to last stop for everybody. Oh! Just let go of Rebel's Guard just that little bit too soon. Strawberry could be about to pull off an upset here. Potentially. She's letting Min Min come back into this match. That's not a good idea, Inkling. Oh, that could be it. No. Forward throw. I'm pretty sure back throw would have finished her off. Oh. Oh, this is close. One big hit will finish it either way. Oh, there it goes. Inkling with the perseverance manages to qualify. And with that, she becomes the last to qualify as well, leaving quite an interesting lineup in the dust. Well, everybody, it's been a long and grueling qualifiers round. Many a fatality has been seen. But after all of that, we have our tournament lineup. And it looks a little something like this. Are you surprised by anyone? Are you not surprised? And moreover, you're going to have to determine who's going to win out of this bunch. Because somebody has to. But we'll leave that for another time. In the meantime, throw us a like if you enjoyed this adventure. It certainly has been a wild ride. Subscribe for more, and I will see you for when the tournament arrives at the end of December. Take care now.